We're here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and we have a community here called People Unlimited. We meet twice a week, and these are people that are really dedicated to super longevity, immortality, and we're one of the largest communities in the world dedicated to super longevity, and but we were having been having since 1995 really great expansion and communication between each other. But in 2014, we began to get the inspiration, and Joe was a big part of that with me. I have to say that he said, Jim, you like to talk to people. You're out in the community talking to people a lot, mainly just people you run into. He says, why don't you start reaching out to the super longevity community, scientists and so forth, and start to put something together with them. So the short story is that we came up with the idea of creating a coalition for radical life extension. And I started reaching out to some of the top scientists and doctors and of course, Bill Falloon. And they all loved the idea and really jumped on board and wanted me to direct it. And then we came up with the idea, the coalition together, of having an event, and not just any kind of event. From the feedback from so many of the doctors and scientists we talked to in particular, they wanted something. They said specifically, don't just create another boring science event. Please. Sometimes we walk out of our own events. So I thought that was kind of interesting and funny. But so we went to the drawing board and we said, hey, let's have something like a a Woodstock for radical life extension, something that was festive and fun and yet brought the best of science and also could draw on the public, because that's what was missing, the support of the public. And as you know, we all need that. We need people being educated on this subject. We need people knowing about this, not only for their benefit, but for the benefit of all the great technology being created that we can more easily get it funded. So that was the idea. And so we came up with the name RAADfest, which means RAAD is Revolution Against Aging and Death. And we wanted something, that would stick with people, and it did. Most people love that name. It's striking. And so in 2016, and you guys, either one of you guys, by the way, can jump in anything I'm missing along the way you want to plug in on. But in 2016, we established the first RAADfest event, and that was in San Diego. And we didn't know how many people were actually going to turn up. We had some great responses from people. We started selling registrations. It wasn't even up until the last couple of months that people began to really respond. But it turned out to be a huge success of over 1,000 people at that first event in San Diego. And of course, everybody was thrilled. And because up until that time, we were only getting about, at any given event, was maybe 250 or 300 people. And of course, most organizations were losing money on that event. SINS told me that, Aubrey de Grey, Bill Falloon said that, same thing. They tried to do these events and they weren't working. But I think the key is to engage the public too, and design something that the public could be drawn to. And that's what happened. And so since then, it has just grown in popularity and grown in volume. This year, of course, we had to go 2 years, as you know, virtual because of the pandemic. And we're really excited about being back live. And so many people are biting the bit to be together. There's still people that are a little bit nervous about the pandemic, about the virus. And, of course, we're going to take all the precautions there. We feel we can really do this safely and have been doing these events safely here in Scottsdale. We've been doing our events with People Unlimited now for about 4 or 5 months, very successfully. No one's got infected in the room because we take the precautions. But we're very excited to come back together live. But we created RAADfest for the very purpose of galvanizing the radical life extension community and inspiring people and educating them to really know and experience the power of what super longevity means, and to educate them on it and to help get support also for our top doctors and scientists who are doing this great work.